This video is for the Train Engine cow catcher. You're going to want to start a 2D sketch and then select the XZ plane. You're going to first select a construction line, and you're going to go along the horizon 0.9 inches and then straight up 1 inch. Oops. Go ahead and escape. Okay, line should be straight up 1 inch, and then you can take off the construction line, go straight to the left 0.9 inches. You want to select line again and go to the right 0.9 inches. So the total length of that line is 1.8 inches. You can go straight down by 1/4 of an inch. And on the other side, you can also go down 1/4 of an inch. And then you can connect that line to the intersection of your two construction lines. And then go ahead and create a line that will finish off your figure. Delete the construction lines. They tend to get in the way. And you can finish the sketch. We just built or sketched out the bottom portion of the cow catcher. What we want to do now is sketch out the top portion of the cow catcher, and then we're going to loft the bottom to the top to create this figure. So what we're going to do now is go to offset from plane. When I hover over this sketch, the plane does not get highlighted, so we're going to come over here on the left side. We're going to use the drop down box and we're going to select that XZ plane. We want to offset it by 3/4 of an inch, and then you are going to do a new sketch on that work plane. We want to project the geometry of those two lines and these two lines. You can come over here and select line and a construction line. You want to go up here in that corner 0.3 inches over. Deselect the construction line portion and do a solid object line that is 1.2 inches in length. You're going to go down 0.25 inches. I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. You want to go down 1/4 of an inch. Next thing you're going to do is a construction line right in the middle that's going to go down 0.75 inches. Deselect that construction line, grab a regular line, and we're going to connect those parts to each other. All right, you can finish the sketch. This work plane, we can go ahead and hide. So if you come over to the left side and right click on it, you can check mark the visibility and it goes away. You're going to come over here, it might say sweep up at the top, but you want to select loft. And we want to choose that bottom sketch, and now we're going to choose the top sketch. And I'm going to say OK, and that is the main part of the cow catcher. We're going to put the panels on the sides next. So you're going to go ahead and do a new sketch. We want to project the geometry of that figure. You're going to choose offset, and you're going to click on that line, and then we're going to go ahead and dimension it. From the top, it should only be 0.1 inches. You can go ahead and finish the sketch. Then we're going to extrude it, but we want to cut it. And we want to cut it 0.05, okay, just a small amount for that panel. So you can see that panel has been cut out. You want to do the exact same thing on the other side. Finish the sketch, extrude it, and hit OK. All right. We're going to go to the bottom and we are going to shell the bottom. Okay, we want to shell that portion. We want a thickness of 0.1. So I'm going to hit OK. So that just took out the bottom portion. The next part that we're going to do is a sketch on the back. We are going to place 3 circles on the back that are 0.125 inches. And then we're going to dimension them. All right, this midpoint of the circle to that line is supposed to be 0.125 inches, and it already is. From this point right here to that midpoint, it should be 0.275 inches. From this midpoint to the midpoint on that circle, it is going to be 0.625 inches. From that midpoint to this bottom line is also 0.625 inches. From this midpoint to the midpoint on this one, it is going to be 1.250 inches. And then the height of this one to here is 0.125. All right, they should be positioned in the right spots. You can go ahead and finish the sketch. We want to extrude all of these to 0.125. And then, okay, turn it to the side. We actually wanted to extrude all of them. So I'm going to do that again. And I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to click on this one, and click on that one. And I'm going to double check. Okay, 0.125. All right, we are good. Each of the pegs need to be chamfered. So we're going to select chamfer. It is going to be at a 45-degree angle with a distance of 0.01. And we're going to click that face and then click that edge. Hit apply, click that face, click that edge. Hit apply. And then you are done. Okay. That's your cow catcher. Make sure that you hit File, Save As. Save it underneath your train engine as your initials _ cow catcher.